Today we are going to do Unit 1, Lesson 11. We're going to compare numbers today. So to get our brains starting to think about comparing numbers, we're going to do our bell ringer. Ding, 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 ding. The first thing that I would like you to do on your dry erase board is I would like you to write the number 15 and the number 18. So you can write two numbers on your board. Write the number 15 and write the number 18. And then after you do that, I would like you to circle the larger number and then hold it up so I can see. So you're writing 15, you're writing 18, you're circling the larger number, and you are holding it up so I can see. Jamie, make sure you have 15 and 18 instead of 51 and 81. Teen numbers, the one comes first, okay? The one should come first. You can always find it on your number board. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Unessa. Thanks, Kaden. Thanks, Gwen. Thanks, Alina. Thanks, Valerie. Thanks, Zayden. Rosemary, do you have 15 and 18 written down? Write the number 15, write the number 18, circle the larger number. When you're done there, Kinsley, turn your board around so I can see it. I only see the back of your board. Levi, hold it up so I can see it. Fantastic. Thank you, Levi. Should have the number 15. You should have the number 18. Thanks, Kinsley. Thanks, Jamie. All right, so if I'm circling the larger number, which number should I circle? Zayden, which number should I circle? Thank you, Rosemary. 18 should be the number that I circle. Very good. Okay. Now, you can erase your board. I'll do the next one. I'll leave mine up there. For the next two numbers, I would like you to write the numbers 68 and 86. Write the numbers 68 and 86. And then this time I'd like you to circle the smaller number. Levi, you should always wait and listen for the directions. Write the number 68. Write the number 86. Circle the smaller number. Great, Valerie. Great, Alina. Great, Rosemary. Great, Unessa. Great, Jake. Kinsley, when you're done, make sure I see yours. Great, Kaden. Great, Zayden. Gwen, can you turn it a little bit towards me? Fantastic. Fantastic, Levi. 68 and 86, Jamie. And then circle the smaller of the numbers. Jamie, circle the smaller of the two numbers. Good. Now you can erase your board. Kinsley, can I see yours real quick? Thank you, Kinsley. All right, if I have 68 and I have 86, what number should I have circled if I have the smaller number circled? Unessa, which number should I have circled? 68. Right, 68. Very good. Fantastic. Okay, now go ahead. You can erase. I'm just going to leave mine up here. The next number I would like you to write is 115. Write the number 115. 115, and then write the number 107. Write the number 115. Write the number 107. Before you circle anything, let me see those numbers. I don't want you to circle anything. I just want to make sure, because I know once we get to the hundreds numbers, sometimes it's hard to write them because our brains want to think of them in pieces. Thanks, Jake and Unessa, for holding that up. Okay. I see numbers. Okay. Okay. I want to show you. 115 is 115. 107 is 107. So make sure you have those on your board. 115 is 115. 107 is 107. Jamie, make sure your 7 looks like my 7. Then I would like you to circle the larger number. Thank you, Rosemary. Then I would like you to circle the larger number. Which number is, thank you, Kinsley, nice job. Which number is going to be the largest number, Gwen?
115.
Right, 115, very good. All right, one more. Here we go. You can erase your board. I'm just going to leave mine up here. I have a little bit of space left. I would write you to like. I would like you to write the number 250 and the number 205. Just do that part first. Write the number 250 and then the number 205. 250 and the number 205. Hold that up once you have that part done so I can see that we have the numbers we need to have. Okay. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Kinsley. Don't do anything with those numbers just yet. Leave them on your board.
Wait, is
250, 205, Levi. Thanks, Zayden. Do you have both numbers on your board, Levi? 250 and 205? Okay. These are a little tricky. 250 is 250. 205 is 205. They're the same numbers. Tricky. Exact same numbers. Thank you, Rosemary. Which one's going to be the larger number? Which one's going to be the larger number, Alina?
250.
250. Yeah, so circle the larger number, 250. 250. Fantastico. Okay. Now, for our math message, you still need your dry erase board out. So for our math message, friends coming in, once you're done putting your iPad away, go ahead and get your dry erase board out of your cubby and your dry erase marker out of your bag, okay? We're going to keep comparing numbers for our math message. What we just did is we compared numbers by circling the larger one. Now they want us to write the words is less than or is greater than in between each pair of numbers. Now, I kind of don't want to take the time writing all those words because we can use a symbol that would also mean that thing. So if it's less than, Angelina, as soon as you get your iPad put away, grab your dry erase board out of your cubby, okay, and you'll need a dry erase marker. No, you should have had your snack with Mrs. Fry. You put that back in your desk for now. We're not going to eat snack during math class. You should have had your snack with Mrs. Fry. Okay, so instead of writing the words is less than, I would like you to draw, I'll put it off to the side here so you can see it. Oops, maybe not if I don't bring my pen up. There we go. This would be is less than. I'll put the words less right here. And if it's greater than, I want you to do a triangle looking thing that way, okay? And let me write the word greater, G-R-E-A-T-E-R. I'm not going to have us write the words. Oh, I can't write the word R there because I go off my screen, okay? Logan, you'll need your dry erase board. Get your dry erase board out. So, we have the two numbers on the board. All I'm going to have you do is just put the symbol that you think compares the numbers. Now, if something is less than, it means that it's smaller or not as much as something else. If something is greater than, it means that it's bigger or more than something else. So if I'm comparing the number 20 to the number 12, do I want to say 20 is less than or greater than the number 12? What do you think? Gwen, what do you think? Is 20 less than or greater than the number 12?
20 is greater.
20 would be greater than because 20 is bigger than the number 12. So I would like you to, on your board, draw a alligator mouth. I like to call them alligator mouths. That goes in the direction of the 20, where the open mouth part is in the direction of the 20. Do you want to know why I like to call it an alligator? You probably already know why I like to call it an alligator. Why do I like to call it an alligator, Lena? Do you know why?
Because it looks like an alligator's big mouth.
Yeah, it kind of does look like an alligator's big mouth. Like I could put some teeth here if I wanted to. Chaka, 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 chaka.
I'm doing it.
Chaka, 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 chaka. Now, alligators are always hungry animals. And since they are always hungry, they want to eat the most of something because they're hungry a lot, right? So they want to eat something that is bigger or more than something else. Jose, make sure that's up over your nose, please, all the time. Thank you. So, nice job, Inessa. So 20 would be, if you had 20 of something, you'd have more of it than if you only had 12 of something. So the alligator wants to eat that 20 of something, like 20 chicken nuggets, or like 20 French fries, or like 20 pizzas. Oh, that's a lot of pizzas.
Like this.
You would want to eat that more than just 12. Okay, let's compare the next two numbers. We have 40 and 38. Is 40 going to be greater or more than 38, or is 40 going to be less than or smaller than 38? Which one do you think? Is 40 greater than 38, which means it's more than 38, or is it less than, smaller than 38? What do you think, Kaden?
It is.
Is 40 greater than 38, or is 40 less than 38, Kaden? Greater than. So which way should my alligator mouth go, Kaden?
Right.
Should it face the number 40, or should it face the number 38? It should face the number 40. So again, we have our greater than sign, which kind of looks like an alligator mouth, facing the number 40. Derek, go ahead and get your dry erase board out real quick. Now, I have the number 130 and the number 135. I'm not going to ask you which one's bigger. I want you to see if you can guess which one is bigger. Is 130 greater than or less than 135? Just put the greater than or less than symbol on your board and hold your board up. Do you think 130 is bigger than 135, which means it would be greater than? Or do you think 130 is less than 135, which would mean it would be smaller than 135? Just put it on the board and then hold your board up. Thank you, friends at home that I'm seeing with it on your board. Thank you, Jake. Thanks, Yanessa. Okay, I see my boards in here. Oh, yours is upside down there, Angelina. But that's okay. I can turn upside down and look at it. Okay, I'm seeing some good answers here. Thanks, Rosemary. Kinsley, I'm waiting for yours. Is 135 or 130 less than or greater than 135? You don't have to put the numbers, just the symbol. I don't need the numbers, I just need just the symbol. Thanks, Selena. Jamie, did I see yours? Yep, I saw yours. All right, thanks, Kinsley. Okay, so let me ask this. Is 130 less than or greater than 135? What do you think, Jamie? So you mean 130 is more than 135? No, it's actually less than. 130 is smaller than 135. So our alligator mouth is going to want to eat the 135. 135 is a little bit bigger. It's 5 bigger, okay? And then last but not least, we have 170 compared to 159. Bless you.
Thank you.
Is 170 greater than 159? So the alligator mouth wants to eat the 170. Or is 170 less than 159? Which means the alligator mouth wants to eat the 159. Write it on your board. Hold it up in the air so I can see. Kaden, I'm not sure which one it is because you have all 4 of them on there. I just need the one, please. Thank you. But it's 159, just so you know. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Jake. Thanks, Janessa. Thanks, Derek. Levi, turn yours a little bit. Thanks, Levi. Thanks, Kinsley. All right, so is 170 greater than or less than 159? Zayden, what do you think?
Later.
Greater than, yeah. It's bigger than. So the alligator mouth wants to eat the 170 of something, okay? So what we're doing right now is we're actually comparing numbers. And I know you've kind of done this a little bit in first grade. It's getting your brains thinking. I can almost see the smoke coming out of your ears. Because your brains are really, really thinking. Right now, though, you can erase your dry erase board. And let me look ahead to make sure if we need it anymore right now. Nope, I don't think we need it anymore right now. So my friends here in the room, if you are an even number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, dry erase boards, markers, erasers go away. My friends at home, you can put yours off to the side too.
This is my dry eraser mark was I was using.
Levi, you can just do it. You don't have to talk about it. Just do it.
I don't actually know how that.
Okay, we'll just put it in your desk for tomorrow then. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Just put it in your desk for tomorrow. Okay. Now, this next part's a little bit different because we have to pretend. Odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. Go ahead, put yours in your cubby. We have to pretend that we have handfuls of pennies. Okay? So be thinking in your brain that you have 2 handfuls of pennies. In your right hand, which if I turn myself this way, it would be this hand over here. So here, my friends, I'll stand in front of you. It would be this hand over here is your right hand, and this hand over here is your left hand. Okay, so in your right hand, I want you to pretend that you have 12 pennies, okay? So here's your right hand. Let me draw a little hand on the board. Whoops, I need my pen. Let me draw a little hand on the board. Choop, 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 choop. Woo, I got lots of fingers on that hand. Okay, in this hand, I have a plate, and it's got 12 pennies in it. Okay? And then in your left hand, choop, 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 I have a plate that has 25 pennies in it. Okay? So you're picturing that in your right hand, you have 12 pennies, and in your left hand, you have 25 pennies. Now, I want you to pretend that your hands are a scale. So your lighter hand would be higher than your heavier hand. So would 12 pennies be heavier, or would 12 pennies be lighter than 25? So is 25 pennies heavier than 12 pennies? Or is 25 pennies lighter than 12? Which one do you think it would be? Show me with your hands. Which one do you think it would be? Your right hand would be your 12 pennies, the smaller number, and your left hand would be the 25 pennies. Do you think 12 pennies is going to be heavier, or do you think it's going to be lighter? Which one do you think? Let me see your hands. Friends at home, you can show me your hands too. Thanks, Rosemary. Thanks, Jake. Yanessa, do you have a question, or are you just showing me one? I only see one hand, honey. Can I see both hands? Thanks, Yanessa. Kinsley, let me see your hands. Which one do you think is going to be lighter or heavier, 12 or 25? Show me with your hands which one you're going to be lighter or heavier.
Hey, wait. You're letting my name short.
Thanks, Kinsley.
Aiden.
Okay, so I think we pretty much decided that 25 pennies in your left hand would be a lot heavier than the 12 pennies in your right hand, right? Yeah. So your right hand would be lighter. So that's another way that we can compare things. If you can kind of picture it in your brain, I have 25 of something. That's going to be a lot more than if I have 12 of something. All right, now I want you to picture in your brain again, you're still pretending your hands are a scale. So your hands are empty now, okay? You cleared your hands. Let me see if I can erase this real quick. Here's my eraser. Now in my hands, I'm going to pretend now that I have, I don't know, apples. Just because it's very fall-like and I like apples. Okay, so in my right hand, let me find my pen here. Okay. Oops, it's not writing with my pen now. Now I can't get my pen to write at all. Let me try it this way, this way, this way. Okay. Now I can't get my pen to write at all, but that's okay. In my right hand, I have 7 apples. So that would be this hand over here. And my left hand, I have 3 apples. So right hand has 7 apples. Left hand has 3 apples. They're little crab apples. We'll just pretend that they can all fit in our hand. Which hand would be heavier? The 7 apples? Or I'm sorry, the 7 apples or the 3 apples? Which one would be heavier? Right hand has 7. Left hand has 3. Which hand would be heavier? Levi, what do you think?
7.
Yeah, 7 apples would be heavier, so it would be more down than my light 3 apples, right? So I'm comparing the sizes that way too. So when we compare numbers, we can think of it that way as a number of things, or we can look at the parts of the numbers themselves. Now, Jose. Hocus pocus focus, dude. All right, here we go. Let me click to see if I can find a blank screen. Not that screen. I want a blank screen. Not that screen. Maybe I can find one up here. Is it going to give me a blank screen here? Blank screen. Almost there. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, that's not a blank screen either. One more click. Maybe we're lucky this time. That's the only thing I don't like about this problem is it doesn't just give me a nice blank screen. But that's okay. I can work with this space right here. Kaden, it really would help if you're facing in this direction, buddy, because everything it needs is in front of you, not behind you, okay? All right, so we use the symbols less than, greater than, and equal to when we compare numbers. And we just kind of introduced ourselves to them a second ago, and we've probably done them before. We like to use, it looks like a sideways triangle without a bottom to it, right? So when we compare things, we typically use the less than sign, the greater than sign, or the equal to sign, which would mean that it would be exactly the same. So if one thing is smaller than the other thing, like 3 is smaller than 7, we would want our alligator mouth to be eating the 7. If one thing is larger than the other thing, like 25 pennies were greater than 12 pennies, we would want our alligator mouth to be facing in this direction. If they are exactly the same, like 1 is the same as 1, then we would use our equal sign. What we can do, though, is when we read this, we actually read this like a sentence. Even though it's not words and it's just numbers and symbols, you can read it like it is a sentence. We would say 3 is less than 7. So let's say that together. 3 is less than 7. Very good. Or if we had 25 and we were comparing it to 12, we would say 25 is greater than 12. Let's say that together. 25 is greater than 12. So we're reading them almost like we're reading words, even though it's just numbers and symbols. The same thing if we were comparing 1 to 1. 1 is equal to 1. That word equal to means the same as. Let's read that one together. 1 is equal to 1. Very good. Okay. Now, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to get out your math journal. Math Journal friends. And you are going to open up to page 12, I believe, today. And I'm going to find it here on my screen. I'm going to find page 12 here on my screen. There we go. Okay. All right, everybody find page 12?
Yes.
It says using less than, greater than, and equal to up at the top. Okay, we're going to work on this together, especially when we get down to the money part down at the bottom. Everybody at home have their page 12? And Jake, do you have your book and your pencil there, buddy? Okay, fantastic. Awesome. Okay, here we go. They give us two examples. 3 is less than 5. 5 is greater than 3. The directions tell us to write less than, greater than, or equal to in each blank. Now, I like the numbers they're picking here. This is why I want to look at this together. We have the number 18 and we have the number 81. They have the exact same numbers together, don't they? They both have a 1 and an 8 in them, don't they? So how do we know which one is bigger than the other one? There's an easy way to figure this out without having to count or find the number on a number grid or a number line. How can we tell real quickly which one is bigger than the other one? Jose, do you want to give it a try?
Yeah.
What do you think? Which number, in this number 18 and in this number 81, they have both a 1 and an 8. When I look at those numbers, what number can I look at really quickly to tell which one's going to be bigger than the other one? Am I going to look at the number in the tens place or the number in the ones place? I'm going to look at the number in the tens place, right. So if I look at the number 1 in 18, and I look at the number 8 in 81, which one is bigger, 1 or 8 in the tens place? Which one would be bigger, the 1 or the 8, Valerie? The 8, right. So 18 would be less than 81. So my alligator mouth would want to be eating the 81. 81 would be the bigger number. Come on, Jamie, find that pencil. Let's go. You should have all your supplies in the back of your chair already, buddy. Okay. Let's look at number 2. We have 61 and 16. All right, here we go. Same numbers all over again, right? We have a 1 and a 6 in both of them. So if I look at the number in the tens place, we have the 6 in 61 and the 1 in the tens place in 16. Which one's going to be bigger, the 6 or the 1? Derek, which one's going to be bigger, the 6 or the 1? The 6 in the tens place is going to be bigger than the 1 in the tens place. So 61 would be greater than 16. 61, the alligator mouth wants to eat the number 61. Now, we're comparing 107 to 107. Well, they both have a 1, they both have a 0, and they both have a 7. Are the numbers 1, 0, and 7 in the exact same place in both of them? Yes. So what symbol do we use if they are exactly the same? What symbol do we use, Logan?
Equal.
The equal sign, right. 107 would be equal to 107. When we have those two little lines on top of each other, that means equal. Now, it gets a little tricky for number 4. Who can tell me what the first number is in number 4? Anybody want to give it a try? What's that first number in number 4? Yanessa, you want to give it a try?
First number is 1.
It is a 1. And what do I have in front of that one? Do you know what that symbol is? It's a dollar sign. Ooh, so now we're getting a little tricky because we're actually comparing $1 to 94 cents. So we're comparing dollars and cents. So before we compare them, I want them to look the same. $1 is the same as how many cents? Anybody want to give that one a try? If I have $1, how many cents do I really have, Zayden?
94.
No. If I have $1, how much is the same as $1 in cents, Alina?
1.
Not 1 cent.
Oh.
Jose.
95.
Jamie, you'll be my last guess. How many cents is in $1? Jake, you want to give it a try?
100.
100 cents. So I'm going to write 100 cents down here because I'm not comparing 1 to 94. I'm comparing 100 cents to 94 cents. Okay, so I don't want to look at it as just being 1. It's probably a good idea for you to write it too so you can see that in your brain. I'm not just comparing 1 cent to 94 cents. I'm comparing 100 cents to 94 cents. Did you write that down, Kaden? So now when I compare those two things, which one is going to be bigger? The 100 cents or the $1? Or the 94 cents? Which one's going to be the bigger numbers, Aiden?
The dollar.
The dollar. The $1 is going to be bigger. So now I'm going to say $1 is greater than 94 cents. That's one that trips everybody up. When we do our test in a couple of days, that one always trips everybody up because we look at it as just being dollar, or we just look at the number. We don't actually look at the symbols with it. So I wanted to go over that one. 299 compared to 301. Moving on to the next one. If I have 299 compared to 301, what do you think, Levi?
It's that way.
Okay, so is 299 less than or greater than or equal to
Less
301?
than.
299 is less than 301. So the alligator mouth wants to eat the 301.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, I have 1,032 compared to 1,132. And this is tricky because they both have a 2 in the ones place. They both have a 3 in the tens place. They both have a 1 in the thousands place. The number that you're looking at is actually the 0 in the hundreds place and the 1 in the hundreds place. So which one would be bigger, or which one is 1,032 less than or greater than 1,132? What do you think, Logan?
1,132.
1,032, is it less than or greater than 1,001? 1,032 is less than 1,132. 1,032 is less than 1,132. Okay, that's how we read that one. Okay, now if I scroll down and you are looking down at the bottom of your page, we can compare money too, just kind of like we were picturing in our brains that we had pennies in our hands. But before we compare the money, we actually have to figure out how much money it is. So if I have 2 nickels, a dime, and a penny, I wonder how much that is. Well, first of all, I have to start with my dimes. Dimes equal how much? 10 cents. Nickels equal how much? 5 cents. Pennies equal how much? 1 cent. So I'm going to start by counting my bigger number, my tens first. 10, and 5 more is 15, and 5 more is 20, and then 1 more is 21. So I'm going to write the number 21 cents up above that. And it's a good idea for you to do that too. so that you can see in your brain the numbers that we're comparing. So, Kate, it'd be a really good idea for you to right now write the number 21 cents up above the first amount of money for number 7. And then I'm going to look over here. Oh, I've got a quarter, a nickel, a dime, and another nickel. Woo! Well, quarters are my biggest amounts. How much is that quarter again? Who can tell me how much the quarter is? Alina.
25.
Yeah, quarters are 25 cents. Dimes, how much again? 10 cents. And nickels, how much again? 5 cents. Okay, so I'm going to start with 25 cents first. Then I need to go 10 more. So I have 25 and 35. Now 5 more is 40. And then another 5 more is 45 cents. So how much did I count there, Kaden? 45 cents. You want to make sure you're putting that up above your amount. 45 cents. Oh, I guess they put blanks there. I wasn't paying attention. They did put the blanks there. That's okay if we put it up above it. I wasn't looking very carefully. Is that what you were getting ready to tell me, Levi? That they have blanks there? Okay, that's okay. All right, so now I can compare my 21 cents to my 45 cents. Is 21 less than, greater than, or equal to 45 cents? What do you think? Derek, is 21 less than, greater than, or equal to 45 cents? Is 21 less than, greater than, or equal to 45 cents? Less than. 21 cents is less than 45 cents. So my alligator mouth wants to eat my 45 cents. Okay? And then for number 8, we also have some money. And this time I'll follow the directions and I'll put the number on the blank. My bad. Sorry. I wasn't thinking. Okay. For number 8, I have a dime, a quarter, and a dime. Oh, which one do I want to start counting first?
Dime.
Not the dimes. I want to start counting with the quarter because the quarter is the biggest amount. Quarters equal how much?
25.
25 cents. Dimes equal how much? 10 cents. Okay? Jose, has to be. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start with 25. Then 10 more is 35. 10 more is 45. 10 more is 55. So 55 cents on the line now that Mrs. Tucker's following directions.
Okay.
And then when I look over to the right, on this side I have a dime, a nickel, a penny, and a dime. Which one? How much is a dime, first of all? 10 cents. How much is a nickel? 5 cents. How much is a penny? 1 cent. Okay? So I want to start counting my dimes first. One dime is 10 cents. Another dime is 20 cents. A nickel is 25 cents. And then one more would be 26 cents. So I can put the 26 right here. 26 cents. Now I'm comparing 55 cents to 26 cents. Is 55 cents greater than, less than, or equal to 26 cents? Valerie, what do you think? Is greater than 26 cents. Very good. So alligator mouth wants to eat the 55. 55 cents is greater than 26 cents. Fantastico. Now, you can put that off to the side. You can close it and put it away. Now, we're going to talk about the most important part of today's lesson. Homework. Dun, dun, dun! We are starting our homework tonight in math. I'm so excited. I can feel your excitement. I can tell you are just as excited as I am.
I am not excited.
Okay, so let me keep clicking here till I find the homework assignment. I'm going to share with you how we're going to do homework this year because, let me keep clicking till I find it. We don't want a lot of papers going back and forth. That's why all of you have your home link book at home, okay? Your math home link book you took home at the beginning of the year is staying at home. Even if you have already come back and you brought it back with you, I sent it back home to you.
Oh, okay.
It's still there. Your math home link book is the one that looks like this one. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's the one that looks like this one, only it has the 3 holes in the side, okay? So, what we're going to do this year so that we don't have to have the paper going back and forth so much, because I just don't want to touch all the paper, I'll be quite honest with you. What you will do is you will have the math homework at home, you will do it at home, and then you will take a picture of it and send it to me. So here's your home link page. Let me see if it shows me the second side here. On the first side, it's just a note saying, this is what we did today. This is what we're practicing today, okay? Then when you turn it over, because there is a second side to some of them, not all of them, then you see the work part of it. Is it going to turn it over for me? Then you see the work part of it. So this is something that you will be doing at home. Now, we have a little bit of a different thing here in school. Today when you go home, you will take your reference book home with you. Friends that are at home, you already have your little reference book home with you. It's this book right here that we looked at the other day. So today when we go home, when we take all of our supplies, we'll take this with us. Because the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find 3 things that you found interesting that you can share with somebody at home, and you're going to put down what they are. Then you have some numbers to compare for each one. And it even tells you that you can use your reference book to help you. Now I want you to see something. Up at the very top of the page, it says MRB, page 75. Put that away, Levi. You don't need your reference book out now. When you see MRB 75, page 75, or whatever page number gives you, it's telling you, if you go into this reference book and you turn to that page, you will find more information on what this homework is about. And it can help you. And by all means, whenever we are supposed to be doing this, you can use this for your information. Okay? It will help you. It's there for that reason. All right? So, this is what it will look like in your seesaw. Now, let me show you in your seesaw how it's going to look. Oops, let me cancel this out here. And let me open this up here. Now, you won't find this right away. And even friends at home, you're not going to find this right away. Because since it's homework, it won't go out until the end of the day. So it won't go out until you actually have left here. And then you will find it. Okay? So, when you go into your seesaw, I can show you what it's going to look like because it's a scheduled activity. When you go into your seesaw and you get it home, let me find my activities here. You will see on your screen, let me scroll up, scroll, 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 almost there. We have a lot of stuff. You see, I schedule everything ahead of time, so it's already ready for you. It will show, you will have, let me make this a little bit bigger. It says right there, math homework for Monday, 10, 12, 20, 20. So when you go home, you will open up your seesaw and boom, there it is. Boop, there it is. Boop, there it is. All right? And you already know how to get into it on Seesaw. You just tap add response. Boom, I'm going to be a sample. Hello, my name is Sample today. And let me make this a little bit smaller here. Up at the very top are your directions. And it will actually, oh, it's going to ask me to edit it, but I will edit it just so you can look at it. All right, let me close this out here. Because it didn't go to you yet, it's asking me to edit it. It will look like this. Math homework for Monday, 10, 12, 2020. Today in class, we practiced comparing numbers. Tonight for homework, please complete Home Link 111 in your Home Link book. When you are done, take a picture of your work and send it to me in Seesaw. You can send the picture as a message or you can attach it to the slide. Make sure you tap the green check so that the picture gets sent to me. Thank you, smiley face. Now, if you notice off here to the side, we have a number 1 and we have a number 2. Kaden, would really help for you to pay attention to this, buddy, because you're going to have to be able to do this tonight by yourself.
Wait, what?
Because it is your homework, not Mom and Dad's homework. It's your homework. If you tap on slide number 2, look what it's telling you to do. Use the camera, it's pointing right at it, to take a picture of your homework and put it on this page. So what you will do is you will go home, you will open up your Home Link book, you will do page 1.11 or Home Link 1.11, 111, and you go and you'll be done, and then you will take your iPad. Oops, I can't take my iPad because I'd have to move my friends. You would take your iPad, you would hold it over your book, you would tap the camera button, you go clicky clicky, take a picky, and put it right here.
Wait,
and then when it's done, you go check, tap the green check. Questions?
Oh,
Anybody at home have any questions on how you're going to do that? Nobody at home has any questions? Anybody here have a question on how you're going to do that? Yes, Jose.
Wait. I will go to do this on Monday.
You're gonna no, not Monday only. Some nights it'll be Monday, sometimes it'll be Tuesday, sometimes it'll be Wednesday, sometimes it'll be Thursday. We don't ever have math homework on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. But most of the time we have math homework on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And it just depends on if homework goes along with our lessons. Some lessons have it, some lessons don't have it. Sometimes Mrs. Tucker will say, you know what? I think we need to practice this more before we do the homework. And I won't give you the homework that night because we'll practice it more before we do it. Okay? That will happen sometimes too. Anybody else have a question? Levi? Nope. Anybody else have a question about the math homework? Jose?
I was actually about to say, do you have to do one or do you have to do more?
Well, it's just math homework for tonight's lesson, so tonight it'll just be one lesson.
Yeah.
Usually it'll only be one lesson at a time.
Yeah.
Yes, Gwen, do you have a question?
So it's like 1.
It's Home Link 1.11. Yep. When you open your Home Link book, you will find it right away. In fact, let me see if I can find a Home Link book over here real quick. I might have an extra one floating around. Oh, I'm so lucky today. It was right on top. So it would look like this when you open up your Home Link book, Friends at Home. It's the one with the holes on the side. See, there's like some holes on the side. Okay. It will look like this with the holes on the side. You have it already. I sent it home with you. You will find it in your book. It'll say Home Link 1/11, okay? And that's why if you're not sure which one you're going to be doing, you can always check this first slide's going to tell you which one you're supposed to do. Okay?
So 1.1.
All right, so any other questions? So, Friends at Home, you'll have that too in the afternoon. It'll come out, it'll be like 3:40 that I send it out to because that's when we dismiss. Okay? All right. All right, Friends at Home, I'm going to send you on your merry way today. I will see you later this afternoon for a closing circle. Go and make sure you do some extra math, please. We're going to be working on spring math in here, so you guys go do some extra math. And when you're done with that, you can do some math seeds if you want. I will see you later for closing circle. Bye-bye. All right, friends in here, we still need our pencils out.